In this video, we will break down 8 must-have tools for woodworking beginners. Before we get started with our video detailing our list of woodworking tools, we have included links in the description for each product mentioned, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. The top woodworking must-have tools are the power drill and driver. This tool will practically replace your screwdriver. You'll still need your screwdriver for a few tiny chores, but the power drill will make most things much simpler. You'll need a power drill and driver to drill holes in your walls and screw things in, and it'll be the first tool you grab for when you're making your first piece of furniture and need to attach some wood. This is a must-have power tool for anybody working on home D projects, and it's the first item I'd recommend purchasing. Also, don't forget to acquire a drill bit set. At number 2 is the miter saw. Cutting down wood boards with a miter saw, also known as a chop saw, is the quickest and easiest method. It can cut straight or angled boards, and it's the equipment you'll need if you're working on a modest building job that involves 2x4s or other common timber. It's the tool I use to make the D-wood wall art in the living room, and it's also the tool we use to install baseboards and other trim. I published a video a while back on how to operate a miter saw, so go check it out if you want a fast primer on what it is and how it works. The third must-have woodworking tool is the circular saw. Cutting huge or awkward pieces of wood with a circular saw is a breeze. A miter saw may be powerful, but it can't cut larger chunks of wood. A circular saw is a beginner's greatest buddy for this. When we were upgrading our bathroom counter, we utilized it to cut plywood for my entrance closet organizing and to chop down the worktops. It's wonderful for cutting things that aren't simple to move or pick up, and I wrote a piece and made a video about how to use a circular saw, so check it out before you get one. At number 4 is the nail gun. Simply said, a nail gun is a gadget that performs the function of a hammer. Instead of pounding each nail in by hand, a nail gun lets you insert nails with a single pull of the trigger. When you're putting up a plank wall or adding shiplap to a space, this tool will come in handy. It's also a useful tool for putting baseboards and trim. It won't replace your hammer. If you're merely hanging a picture on a wall with a single nail, you probably don't need to use power tools. But it's a useful addition to your toolbox. Have you tried sanding a piece of furniture by hand before? It's not enjoyable. Don't even think about it. For these purposes, you will need a random orbital sander, which stands at number 5 on the list of woodworking tools you must have. A random orbital sander will become your new best buddy. This little guy can sand any surface perfectly smooth in a fraction of the time it would take you to do it by hand. We use our sander all the time, but our D backyard blocks, ideal for big Jenga, painting furniture, and painting kitchen or bathroom cabinets, are just a few of the tasks we've done with it. If you've watched any of my videos, you'll know that I'm completely fascinated with my paint sprayer, which stands at number 6 of my must-have tools for woodworking projects. It comes in handy for pretty about everything, and it makes painting so much easier. If you're painting a piece of furniture, an old Craigslist discovery, or just about anything else in your house that needs a fresh coat of paint, a paint sprayer is ideal. Here are a few simple tasks we did with ours. Every time I paint furniture, I paint our bathroom cabinets, the exterior of our house, and the exterior of our house. Our jigsaw is a tool that we don't use as frequently as the others on our list and stands at number 7 of must-have tools. It's important when we do our day-to-day woodworking activities. Jigsaws are woodworking tools that are used to cut non-linear lines or a piece out of the middle. For example, while I was working on a bathroom countertop, I used it to cut out the hole for the sink. It's also fantastic for more ornamental cutting. We used ours to build a sign for the front of our former house's workshop. This is another tool for which I've already written a post and created a video, so go check it out if you want to learn how to use a jigsaw. Finally, the table saw, which is the most powerful of all the tools in our video list, stands at number 8. Table saws perform the same fundamental purpose as circular saws, cutting through larger chunks of wood, but they're ideal for when you require a precisely straight line or are working with lightweight wood. It's also useful when you merely need to cut a groove in your wood. For example, when my father and I framed out our builder-grade bathroom mirror, we used it to cut out a notch in the rear of the board. This tool is wonderful for somewhat more complicated tasks, and I'd recommend waiting until you've purchased everything else on this list before purchasing it. I hope this list is helpful if you're wanting to get started on some woodworking on your own and are looking for a list of essential woodworking tools for beginners. I've had so much fun over the last year or so learning how to use all of the different power tools we've already got, and I highly encourage you to try it out if you haven't yet. So that sums up our top chainsaws in the market. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like on the video, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have a great day.